Morning everybody, BTC Simmer here with you. How's everyone doing today? Afternoon, good evening, good night, no matter where you may be watching this. Alright, we're here at Flesland Bergen in Norway. We're flying down to Germany today. Munster, Echo Delta Delta Golf. It's a 496 nautical mile flight, going up to flight level 310. Big numbers for me. 31,000 feet. We have 5,890 pounds of packs, which is around 30-ish, I think. 1459 cargo, 7511 fuel, puts us for a total of 60,285 for a max of 65,000. So we're loaded pretty good here. We what is it, like 1100 gallons of fuel, I do believe. You know what, I never checked that. Anyway, so that's our flight today. That's through OnAir as well in the CRJ, as you can see. They're loading the cargo in now, I believe. This is all through Pushback, Toolbar Pushback. An awesome app. Have a look here and see the guys at work here, the baggage carts and stuff. The gate doesn't quite line up. I could have slewed the plane into position, but didn't want to mess with any of that. That's okay though. This airport's by Womby Actual from flightsim.to. Check it out. Awesome airport. He did a great job here. And with that, we'll get to the price. Price BTC today, guys. Price BTC today. 27,660. 27,660. Around 36,859 Canadian. Get that little bonus in there, get that little raise. Why not? Just accept the raise, guys. It's gonna rock it. It's gonna rock. We all know it, alright? We all know it. Remember, long and low time preference. Long and low time preference, right? Stack for the future, guys. Future generational stacking leads to generational wealth. If you have an emergency, you know your properly cold stored corn, it's hard to say, corn, will be there. Yes, corn. Bitcoin? No, Bitcoin. Alright. Let's see some headlines here. How to send and receive payments on the Lightning Network by Cointelegraph. It's not a hard thing to do, guys. If you've ever used a debit card, it's actually easier than that. If you ever used your phone to pay for anything, it's just as simple or simpler. Let's see what else here. Bitcoin bull run in jeopardy as parabolic SAR flips bearish on daily chart. That's the charting boys are at it again. Binance records highest BTC outflows in its history. What's the catch? Well, we know what the catch is. We know what the catch is. Anyway. Bitcoin could soar to 40,000 by year end, predicts Sologenic co-founder. Sologenic co-founder. That's Crypto Globe. Alright guys, some headlines for you. Anyway, we got lots to do here. We're cold and dark, so we're gonna get going. Let's sim ourselves coming down the gate here. Got the camera turned up way too high though, but see what happens here. Alright, have the gate finished here? Has this part finished? I know. Whoop. Well, we can kind of make it in there. I gotta turn the camera settings down. They're way, way too high. Drone speed. Around 7 seems to work pretty well. I do have some cabin lights turned on, but don't seem to be showing too much here. Anyway. Alright. So we're here in the CRJ. CRJ 550 by Aerosoft. We'll jump into our proper view here. We'll get things going. So first thing you do is pop in here, have a look at all your breakers, make sure you got nothing out of the ordinary. Make sure the cockpit's not all messed up. You know, probably go through this with you guys. I don't know how much of it I'll be speeding up if I do speed it up. But hey, things look good, things look organized. You got your parking brake on, it is set, your gear is down. Make sure it's down. Make sure you're... I don't know if you should actually do this, but I do it anyway. Funny the throttles aren't doing anything, but that's okay. They were full high on my Bravo here. And I must thank Mark from Sim Hangar Flight Simulation for all the help with the CRJ. His videos were excellent. Him and his recommendation of watching the dude do a bunch of tutorials as well really helped with this airplane, and I still don't know too much about it, but his 2-part tutorial on it, takeoff from cold and dark, taxi, takeoff, climb, cruise, descent, and landing were excellent in helping me kind of copy his flow. So there's a really more extensive one by the dude. You want to check that out? He does basically every switch, does the walk around and everything else. So all right, we'll get going. So here in the park break, check that out. All the switches and fuses look good, look pretty clean in here. Normally it'd already be powered up, ready to go, but we're gonna go from cold and dark. So we'll go master on. Let's see if this works. No, it doesn't. Okay, so our master's on. We got some power up here. Master caution in there. Master warning. IRS, we'll get to those right away, even though we got it on quick. So that lined everything for you. Generators, we'll check those. And I gotta start to remember the key bindings for different areas here, but we'll do it this way for now. We'll go to our generators, check those are fine. Fire detection. Test their hydraulics, seem fine. Go ahead and put our nav lights on. Hydraulics 1, 3, 4 to auto, and 2 on. Hydraulics 1, auto, 2 on. APU, we can open the door. That'll show up down here. Door open. And we hit start button. Okay, that's spooling up. Make sure our boosts are off. They are off. Looks like a fuel boost. Come down here to our ECS button. Hit that. We can see the APU starting to power up. We can set in our altitude here. This is for the cabin pressure. There's our APU online. And they're 166 feet up. Sorry guys, 166 feet apparently here, so we'll do that. Should be 300. So I think it goes by 20 increments. So 80, 60, 40, 20, 200, 180, 160 is it? Let's see, 160, that should be alright. Aviation, you should always overestimate. Okay, so that's set there. So with our APU on, we can turn on our AC packs. And our circulating fan, turn that on. Window heats. Windshield. Turn those on low. We got some IFR weather here. Emergency lights, we can go ahead and arm those. And passenger signs on. I guess we can hit the start tracking and on air. Wouldn't hurt. Before I forget to do that altogether. Okay, so that's tracking us. That's good. We'll set our barometers now. We're looking for 1009er. Let's get that out of the way. Barometer buttons here, 1009er. Set it there. Or 2980. Let me come over to our co-pilot side here and do it there as well. Right, stabilizers and trims. And our yaw dampers. Go ahead and set our transponder. Now, VPilot has a couple places on London and ENGM, and that's approach, so that's not concerning us, unfortunately, but hey, it is what it is. So we'll just be... Oops, where's the air flight? Need to see what I'm doing here, make sure I'm hitting the right button. Stability trim, where is the transponder button? That one. 2000 looks fine, 12.8 is okay. And 114.5, that's already in there. Just going through the radios here. Short the radio check. Okay, so that looks good to me. We'll go to the CDU now. Do our positions. E, N, B, and R. Next page, we can take one of these. Oops, take it this way. Previous page, put it here. Now we got a position. Okay. Flight plan. Just gonna move over here out of the way of the spoilers. That's the problem with this airplane. The spoilers seem to get in the way of the FMS. It's okay, you can always move them or move out of the way if you can. Alright, we'll put in our information here. Sip coffee there, guys. Coffee. Alternate. I had an alternate. I don't know what I ended up doing with it. We'll just use the departure or the arrival as alternate. Give you 2, so what is that looking like? And then hit execute. Check our next page, make sure there's nothing there. Too crazy. Okay, that looks good. Performance. So we'll go through our performance. It's over here on the old EFB. And we're going to need 60,285, we said, right? So we need to adjust this to make these numbers work. $75.11 we had for fuel, that's what we had selected here. So we can overestimate a bit, it'll never hurt. And then we don't do this at Payload and Simulator, do it set data into FMS. Don't do this if you're using a career app because it'll mess everything up, right? Makes sense. So cruise altitude is 31,000. Let me check our next page. Do our wind. I did land through Simbrief. I didn't check the upper winds. 13 at 130 here, so go ahead and put that in. 13, 130. I guess I could pull that up and have a look. Wouldn't take that long here. Simbrief. My apologies, guys. Should have this planned in there. We'll go with 267 at 027. 267 at 027. So 267 027, I say? Sure. Then our wind upon arrival. That matter tab to show us that. You can also use Skyvector to find your wind. I'm sure there's lots of apps to find your wind. 9 at 160. No, not 9 at 760. Okay. Here, go ahead and execute that. Go to VNav setup. So, what was I looking for here? I do everything right here. Transition altitude, I don't have that handy. It would be on a chart here. Let's see if I can find it. It's usually in the corner of the charts. I'm not gonna jump around and look for it though, guys. Let's just say it's 6,000. Cruise looks good. 374. That looks good. We'll go ahead and hit the execute button. Oh, that didn't change, but okay. And then we'll go to departure arrival. Use runway 17 out of here. We're not going to choose a departure. Just go execute. And then flight plan we'll go to the next page. We can do our waypoints here. Not allowed. What did I do wrong here? I did something wrong here. So Sierra Tango Delta. On the other page here, maybe here via 2. Okay, there you go. BIUKI. IUKI. Not found. Not in database. Alright, check that one to make sure it's the right waypoint. Back to Simbrief here, guys. BIVKI. BIVKI. Can't read my own writing. P992, Papa 992, ELSOB, M170, these are airways, and OSW. Not found. I messed that up again. Back to Simbrief once again. OSN. Oh, my writing this morning. Okay, so that's our plan. If that looks good, we can hit execute. Go back to departure and arrival. I'm not going to choose a departure. Can we get away with not choosing a departure? Hold an arrival. ILS 07. Vectors, execute. Okay, now. So that should follow the waypoints from what I gather. So check the legs page now. Legs, click through the pages, make sure we don't got anything all messed up. Where are the legs? Legs. 106. We got OSN, then we got to commit, discontinue. Paste that, fix that up. HMM, so it's going to fly us down to that HMM and then we go from there. Okay, I got it. I looked at the chart, so I got it, guys, I got it. So, order EFB, take off speeds, flaps 8, run a wet runway. I believe it's still wet out, yep. Rotate will be another 124 knots. Set those. Looks good. We can come back here, check our stats. What do we got red here? Passenger door, engine oil pressures, that's fine. Yeah, set our altitude here, so it doesn't let me set it in my old Honeycomb Bravo. It's not that old. A couple years old actually now. Okay, so that's it. Okay, let's see if the baggage boys are done here. Okay, well, as far as I'm concerned, they are finished, so let's see what they do here. I think I try to load more in. No, man, they're driving right through us. Anyway, we'll jump back here and we'll close everything up.
Captain, the cabin is secure. All passengers are aboard. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the captain.
Down to the jetway. This is all through Ambitious Pilots. Pushback toolbar link will be in the description. Alright. Just about looking good to push. Okay, so doors are closed. Beacon light. We'll turn that on. Park brake. We're going to leave that. We'll start the pushback procedure now. Gotta get rid of those wheel chocks.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
That's right, that
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Standing by for pushback.
okay, we are ready to push. Do I pull the brake?
Please set parking
Cockpit to
brake.
ground.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Yeah, it's much too fast. Let's just get this going here. Right engine start. So, park brake pushback. Both fuels on. Turn those both on. Start our right engine. If you guys remember the procedure here, it's up to like 18 and then you hit the red lock here and it opens up the throttle for you. Slow this rate down. Go ahead and move that up.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention as we display the safety features and procedures of the aircraft in case of an emergency. During an emergency, please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened and your seats in the upright position. In case of a drop in cabin pressure, breathing masks will drop from the ceiling and should be placed over your head. If there is smoke in the cabin during the evacuation of the aircraft, the walkway emergency lights will display to the exits which are located here and here. In case of an extreme emergency landing, you will be instructed to get into the brace position, which is executed by placing your head between your knees with your hands over your head. We would also like to remind you that you should turn off all electronic devices. We thank you for paying attention during this brief presentation.
Alright, so there's both our engines fired up. And you can see we're being pushed back here. And just let that one stabilize. OB ground spoilers. So MFD we can hit here. I like to put it on the progress page. Okay, so flight director can go on. Cross flow, we can turn that on. APU can go off now. We have our own power, so stop that. And the probes, those both on. And the APU door is still open, we'll close that right there. Okay. I believe we are getting close to taxi here. Put our logo lights on. Taxi lights on. Nose wheel steering, we can turn that on. Armed and both our reversers. Let's see how we're doing with our push. Nice slow push back, so we'll go a little quicker now. Steer it that way. Flesland traffic, November 500 Niner Delta is taxiing from gate 28 to runway 17. And do you guys think I had the chart in front of me? I did. However, didn't have it open. Plus on traffic, that's November 500 Niner Delta taxiing to runway 17 via Whiskey Bravo Yankee. Flesland traffic. Okay, we can stop the push now.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Jump back in and hit the parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear it to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Okay, so that's the end of the push. Shoddy voice communications here. And I'll just have a look and make sure if anyone's popped on vPilot. Still looking pretty sparse. Yeah, throw 8 degrees of flaps on. Check our trims. What they need to be. 5.6 is takeoff. Let's see what it is here. 7.5, so 5.6 is what they're calling for. hard to get there. We'll leave it at 5.7. 5.7 liter. Okay, make sure we're on FMS1 on both. Appears so. Squawk is active. It is green, I believe. Yep. Okay, and then we're ready to taxi. Alright. A little bit of throttle. Well, I guess I have the brake on, that's right. Never done that before. It's Flesland Airport by Womby Actual, flightsim.to. Link will be in the description. He did an awesome job here, guys. I recommend this one, no matter what sort of flying you're doing. I did the terminal as well, some of it. I did an earlier video on it. Check it out. Okay, this thing rips, so I better be careful not to run over this van here. Or we'll go right through him, either or. Oh, it's a truck, a fuel truck. Imagine the explosion. Holy moly. The GA area is up there. It's kind of up a hill. Probably seen my old videos. Took the Twin Otter up there lots. Okay, so we'll make our turn here over to, is it Whiskey or Yankee? It's a good thing about CRJ, it's got nice wide windows. Yankee it looks like. No, Whiskey. Yankee, Yankee. As you can tell, guys, I don't know the taxiways here at Flesland.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has advised that we are now cleared for takeoff.
Okay, so we'll stop here, do a couple checks, and we'll get going. Put our landing lights on. Oops. We'll leave our taxis on as well. Strobes, we can turn those on. So we can hit the toga button, which I don't have programmed, so I'll just move it to toga. At about 500, our gear can come up. 200 knots, want to be careful with the flaps. Put them up before 200. 1,000 to 1,500 are going to go throttle back to climb, and autopilot on around 1,000. Okay, if I can remember all that. Flesland traffic, November 5009er Delta, taking off runway 17 from Alpha 2. Departure to the south. Flesland traffic. Right. Not sure why that does that. It seems to be mapped to the view button. You can see this runway has quite a dip. So it's kind of an exciting one. Okay, our flaps are set. What messages do we have here to check these before you go? Seatbelts. Do we not have them on? Seatbelts, no smoking, and okay, reverse armed. Okay, looking good to me. So 500 gear up, 1000 autopilot. I'll continue the checks after that. Flaps before 200. Alright, put the detent up to this one here.
Config flaps.
I believe we had the correct setting, did we not? Okay, go ahead and rotate.
Airborne time logged.
Okay, goodbye, Flesland. Okay, gear can go up and away. We're around 1000. We can do the autopilot. Let's turn some lights on in here. There we are. And our flaps, gotta watch that. So 200 knots. And we pull this back to climbing. We're climbing real good. Okay, let's go over our checks. We're at 3000 now. Want to stay below 250 for up to 10,000. It's a general rule. Turn this off. Turn off the thrust reversers. I changed its standard pressure rate. So right around now it's going to say that. $10.13. Two. I don't know why it keeps flashing, but it does. Very strange. Okay, so that takeoff went pretty well. It's kind of the route's right off the runway, which is kind of nice. Change his to... See, it still flashes. I don't know why. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got a warning. Ice. Okay, we got an ice warning. Nice, nice, nice. We got a nice warning. I believe we're at 10,000 now. Get rid of the landing lights. Then we turn on the anti-ice. Take care of any of that icing. CRJ flies so nice, guys. Such a nice flying plane. Okay, I believe I've done everything, and now we're just gonna head on up to cruise. Just 31,000. So, a couple pictures. So climbing out at 2.2, which is 2200 per minute, I would imagine. 2200 feet per minute, you can see on the VSI here. And it looks like we're en route properly. See, we're getting further away from runway 17 and closer to STD. Sierra Tango Delta, first waypoint there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now serving sandwiches.
We could probably get rid of the passenger signs now. Oops. Since it's pretty straightforward track here, there's not a lot of turns in this departure. Yeah, it's a nice plane to fly. It has a lot of features. A little heavy on the frames, especially for me. I don't know. Like I said, guys, I'm only running at 30-60, so I don't have any crazy system like a lot of flight simmers do. But one day. Oh, the wipers are right here. Okay. Don't need these too bright. There, we got some light in the cockpit. I should have turned that on before. See our climbs come down a bit to 17. Yeah, we got some ice on the wiper outside there, you can see that. Shall we go have a look at the cabin? Go into external here, not sure where this will put us. Sorry, not external, showcase. Does not look like a very comfy cabin at all. And this keeps moving on me. Alright. Must be that air leak back there. Okay, so we're still climbing 1.5, 20,700. Looking for 31. Kind of watching our climb here. It might be a slow climb these last 10,000, 11,000. See the temperatures here. Not sure what SAT means, but stationary maybe? I don't know. Outside. inside the plane, minus 28. That's pretty cool. Let's have a look here. So we're nearly touching Sierra Tango Delta there. Starting to struggle with our climb here now. Sitting around 1,000 feet per minute, as you can see. Alright guys, I think there won't be too much more interesting stuff going on here besides the climb and the cruise. So what I'll do is I will catch you on the probably the descent, perhaps the landing. Alright, we'll see you then. Alright guys, we will start our descent, general rule of thumb, 1 up to 25,000 instead of 31. Rule of thumb is 3 times your cruise, so 75 nautical miles, good point to start. We're at 74, so we'll do first, so we'll pull back the throttle a little bit here. And just slow her down. We need to come down to 5,000 for our approach chart. That's what it's recommending. And you can see the number in the PFD there changing. 57, and just keep going down. 52, 51, 5,000. So we can change this to VS mode here. And we can begin a descent. Just keep an eye on our speed because we don't got the throttle. And let's see what else we got for descent. So set our landing elevations as well. While we're here. And Munster is 160 feet as well, so we can go here, Addon, and we have 180 selected there. We'll go down 1 to 160. And you can see numbers changing here, so that is fine. And the weather there is VFR 10 knots at 150, so we've got a crosswind on runway 07. That's what we're aiming for. Temperature is 21 degrees, scattered 2800. So weather's much better than Norway. That's okay. Okay, so our navs are set, fix on CDU. We are descending our MFD. We can change display. These are just notes I made here. Making sure I'm in the right sim rate here. Seems so. 58 miles and we're still 23,000. We're going to need to slow down a little more and steepen that descent rate a little bit. I don't know what a jet typically descends at. I'm sure it's different. A lot of different parameters, but alright. Had a lot of trouble with this plane getting down to the proper altitude, as you guys know. But it's fast and it will sneak up on you. And around 10,000 we'll get our landing lights on and set our pressure. So So it'll be 2985 or 1011. We'll do that at 10,000 feet. Alright, stick with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated until we have stopped.
Okay, get rid of those. I'm not sure what it's trying to track now. It's turning us around. I must have messed something up there. It's okay. Probably put the gear down now. And just watch our speed for 125. We got 3 green on the gear. And we got what for flaps? We got 20. Probably go 30. Just joining me, we're descending down into final descent here. 5 miles. Munster traffic, November 5009er Delta. It's 5 mile final, runway 07 to land, full stop. Munster traffic. Osnabrück. Okay, so the approach didn't go the way I wanted it to. That's okay. Still things to work on for me, but we're looking pretty good here. Let's try to keep this above the ground until we get to the runway. Make sure our reversers are armed, and they are. Nose wheel is armed as well. And we'll keep it above 120 there.
1,000.
So we're a little low. Gears down. Flaps are at 30. 40. 30? Something or the other. 30. Okay, you can see the PAPI. We got 1 red. 2 red
Wind
maybe.
170 at 11 knots.
Here's our wind check from OnAir.
$400. $300. $200.
Sync rate.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Landing time logged.
Oh, we got the nose down. That's good. That's good. Alright. Bit of a funky landing, but we did it. Flaps go up and away. The APU door open there. Turn off our landing lights. Put our taxis on. Power up the APU and we can just stop here and figure out where we are at this wonderful airport here. Just gonna open up the chart.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
We are on Charlie, so Charlie to go to Central Apron. Munster traffic, November 5009er Delta is clear of the active, taxiing Charlie to the Central Apron, Hangar 3. Munster traffic. Alright. Go over to Hangar 3 there, it's off to the left. Turn these off. Just go through our checks here, so... There's another plane there. Look at that. Okay, we got our APU going. Oh, it does have a terminal. I wasn't sure if it had a terminal or not. Correction, Munster traffic. We're taxiing to the terminal. That's the terminal Munster traffic. A bit of a crosswind must have thrown us around a little there, you could have seen. Alright, car, watch yourself. Just made it around him. And we'll make this look real fancy. Alright. See if our parking brake setting works here. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's on. Alright, we'll do our shutdown now. Brake is on, nose wheel is off. And reverse disarm, we already did that. Cut the engines, throttle back here.
Engine off time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
Navs and IRS can go off. And we can go ahead and turn off our lights. Shipping off, logos go off, strobes. Leave our beacons and navs on until we shut everything down. Oh, not that one. We are ice. Completely forgot about the ice. Ice, ice, ice. Where are we here? Windshield heat can go off. Fuel boost can go off. Okay, cabin signs, we can let them out. Just put the jetway. We're going to go here, and we're going to go options, aircraft, jetway. Aircraft, we'll open the door, put the chocks in place.
The door is open. Please make your way to the exit and please make sure you have all your personal items and carry-on luggage.
Should open the door once it was connected. People falling up the side of the plane. Doors, cargo, hydraulics all can go off. And emergency lights can go off. They are armed, they can go off. And with that, we can kill the APU. And the rest of our lights go out. Our master can go off. Alright guys, that is the flight. Looks like the gate connected there. This is the stock gate, so didn't have to slew into this one, but that's alright. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Was a little wonky near the end, the approach. Still working on that phase of it with CDU and stuff, so bear with me. Landing wasn't too bad, a little crosswind there near the end. Still learning the CRJ. As you can tell. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Remember, stack 'em sats. We will catch you on the next one.